3 years old, I found myself in the ships with the ETs. My mom was kept on the Edwards Air Force Base. I was in the wilderness and the mountains until 24 and a half years old. During those times, I was shown by the ETs a lot of different things. And I was also having a lot of negative government interactions. I remember finding myself in underground bases, and then the ETs would come and rescue me because the ETs were upset that they were taking the hybrid children. I saw all sorts of genetic testing. I also saw that they had taken ETs and they were keeping them down there trying to steal the abilities to travel different dimensions from these ETs. Spirits, they wanted to have bodies so that they could have these beautiful experiences. So then they got into the 3D physical form. They were creating new genetic creations. They were creating different animals. Neptune, that's actually where the creation of fish comes from. It's from the aquatic beings that live on Neptune. Venus, that's where chocolate comes from. Strawberries comes from. That's where different plants come from. From each planet, they brought a piece of the other planet's creation. That's what creates Earth. Revelations, it talks about the mark of the beast, and it says it will be in their forehead. It does not mean it's a microchip. It literally means that people are functioning from the reptilian cortex of their brain. And the reptilian cortex is the lower beast energies. It's not the energies of ascension. It's activated through fear. All of this is being thrown at us to keep us from ascending out of the reptilian cortex of our brain. And when it says in the Bible, they will be raptured and taken into the clouds, it does not mean that they're actually going to fly up into the clouds. It means that the frequency of those who are doing the self-work will ascend, and they will be above all that chaos, all the disease, all the fear. They will be flying above it. These are all codes. This is all symbolism.
I will define myself as a hybrid. I was given extraterrestrial genetics. I have had abductions, and I will find myself on a craft. And I will see the grace, and I will see them experiment on me. They also communicate to me through an etheric implant that was placed in my head. Government people saved my life and helped me get away from these attacks from the grace.
I saw at the foot of my bed 2 or 3 more reptile-looking beings. The short reptile was talking to me telepathically. It was telepathic. His exact words were, "We need to borrow your consciousness." He said, "We're going to borrow your consciousness, and you're going to be gone for 20 years. Do you want to help us?" And I said, "Yes." I woke up. I was not on the earth anymore. I was taken to the moon base. There was a man. He said, do you remember your mom and dad? Do you have any memories? I had complete amnesia. He said, "That's because you're a clone." This is absolutely the hardest part to recount because it still hurts.
We can go in and out of our bodies. Once I left my body, I got all the way to one of the moons near Saturn. In Atlantis, they did this. In Egypt, they did this. They moved between the worlds. Humanity needs to learn how their genetics work, how energy works, and how they can light that up. And when they do,